The classroom of the Galactic Academy was quiet, but not peaceful. Students from dozens of alien species sat in floating seats, their eyes fixed forward. No one spoke. No one laughed. No one helped. In the last row sat a small alien kid. His skin was pale blue, his arms thin, his eyes always looking down. A crack ran across his desk where someone had slammed him into it earlier. He tried to hide the shaking in his hands. A group of bigger students whispered and snickered. One of them flicked a small energy pellet at the kid's head. It hit. The class heard it. Everyone pretended they didn't. The teacher's eyes passed over the scene like it meant nothing. The alien kid bent lower in his seat. He had learned this rule fast: if you stay quiet, the pain ends sooner. But across the room, a human student noticed everything. He saw the bruises. He saw the fear. He saw how the galaxy taught its children that weakness deserved punishment. The human felt his jaw tighten. His heart beat faster, not with fear, but with something heavier. On Earth, silence meant guilt. The bell hadn't rung yet. No one had stood up. But something inside the human was already rising. No one helped the alien kid, and it was not because they did not see him. They all knew his species. They were called the Lyrans. Peaceful. Gentle. In galactic history, they had never won a war. Never led an army. Never scared anyone. In the academy, that made them targets. The rules were clear, even if they were never spoken out loud. Helping a weak species lowered your status. Standing up meant attention. Attention meant risk. Students watched from the corners of their eyes. Some felt uncomfortable. Some felt afraid. Most felt nothing at all. It was easier to stay silent than to become the next victim. The teachers followed the same logic. Conflict slowed progress. Discipline reports damaged rankings. Ignoring pain was simpler than fixing it. The alien kid understood this better than anyone. He never cried. He cleaned his own wounds in the restroom. Every morning, he told himself to survive just one more day. Across the room, the human listened. He heard the whispers. He heard the excuses. He saw a system built to protect the strong and crush the small. To the galaxy, this was normal. To the human, it was wrong. And that difference was about to matter. The laughter started again, low and sharp, like a warning. The bigger students leaned toward the alien kid's desk. One of them grabbed the edge and tipped it forward. The kid fell to the floor. No one moved. The teacher turned away. That was when the human stood up. The sound of his chair sliding back felt louder than any alarm. Every eye in the room shifted toward him. Humans rarely interfered. They watched. They learned. They stayed neutral. The bullies stared, confused at first. Then they laughed. "Sit down, human," one of them said. "This doesn't concern you." The human walked forward slowly. He did not raise his voice. He did not show anger. That made it worse. "It concerns me," he said. "Because you're hurting someone who can't fight back." The room felt tight, like the air was holding its breath. The bullies stepped closer. They were bigger. Stronger. Faster. The human stopped between them and the alien kid. He did not touch anyone. He only stood there. For the first time, the alien kid looked up. And for the first time, he wasn't alone. The bullies circled the human, their shadows falling over him. They expected fear. They expected him to back away. He didn't. Instead, he spoke calmly, like this was a lesson, not a fight. "You know the academy rules," he said. "Group assault is forbidden." That made them angry. One of them shoved him. The human stumbled back, but he didn't strike. Another swing came fast. The human raised his arm and blocked it, turning his body just enough to stay standing. The movement was controlled. Careful. The classroom AI activated, its lights blinking softly as it began recording. The bullies didn't notice. They attacked again, harder this time. The human dodged, deflected, stepped away. He never chased them. Never hit first. Every move said the same thing: "I don't want to hurt you." That restraint unsettled them more than violence ever could. Students watched in silence, shocked. Humans were supposed to be weak alone. But this human wasn't weak. He was choosing control. The alien kid watched with wide eyes. He didn't see a warrior. He saw courage. And the galaxy was watching too. Security drones arrived within seconds. The bullies froze. The human stepped back and lowered his hands. The fight ended as quickly as it had begun. The class was dismissed in silence. Later, they stood before the Academy Council. Tall figures, glowing eyes, cold voices. Everyone expected the same outcome. Humans were outsiders. Interfering always came with a price. The bullies spoke first. They blamed the human. They said he attacked without reason. Some teachers nodded. Order mattered more than truth. Then the council requested the recording. The classroom AI replayed everything. The whispers. The desk being pushed. The first shove. The human's calm voice. His restraint. His refusal to strike back. The room changed. Council members shifted uneasily. Teachers looked away. The excuses collapsed one by one. The truth was simple and unavoidable. The human had not broken the rules. He had followed them better than anyone else. The punishment did not fall where the galaxy expected. It fell on those who had learned to look away. And for the first time, the system felt exposed. The decision spread through the academy like a shockwave. New rules were announced the same day. Bullying was no longer natural behavior. Silence was no longer neutral. Ignoring harm was now a violation. The alien kid was given protected status. Medical care. A new seat near the front. For the first time, he walked into class without fear weighing down his steps. The bullies were removed. Some were suspended. Others transferred. No one laughed anymore. Students watched the human differently now. Not with fear, but with respect. Some avoided him. Others nodded quietly as he passed. The alien kid sat beside him one day. He didn't speak much. He didn't need to. A small gesture of thanks was enough. The council released a final statement across the galaxy. Humans do not dominate through force. They intervene through principle. Other academies began copying the rule. Other systems started to change. All because one human refused to stay silent. In a galaxy that respected power above all else, humanity was remembered for something stronger. They stood up. And the galaxy listened.